Today we're going to highlight the Streetglides and the Streetglide Specials and explain the difference between the two models. These are both 2015, brand new. This is the standard Streetglide here. As you can see, it features the 103-inch high output motor with a new 5.3 boom audio system. This year they have added the push button tank release as well as the hydraulic clutch is standard. The new saddlebag and release system was introduced in 2014. Shorter shocks in the back, the standard air shocks. Good riding motorcycle, beautiful looking. Everything that the Streetglide has come to be expected by the Harley Davidson riding public. This year they introduced a new version called the Streetglide Special. It is the same 103 high output motor as featured in the Streetglide, but has some notable differences. First off, you'll notice that the bike features a pinstripe within the paint. Distinguishes it from the standard Streetglide visually. Probably one of the bigger differences is the new upgraded 6.5 boom audio system with the paint interfering. Boom audio, of course, features the jukebox wherein you can place your cell phone, your BlackBerry, whatever the case may be. Some of the newer phones will pair right to the bike without having to even be connected. Of course, this also features the built-in navigation system. The Streetglide Special also has ABS and security system as a standard feature. One of the bigger differences to make note of with the Streetglide Special is the upgraded rear suspension system. One of the issues with a shorter shocks in the back on the Streetglide is that with a heavier load, you may experience some ride quality issues when loaded up with a passenger and all your gear. The Streetglide Special features the rebound compression shock system that was first introduced in the Screaming Eagle Streetglide a number of years ago. The benefit to that is it has a 9-position adjustable compression shock that the rider can fully adjust for varying weight conditions. These settings are featured in the owner's manual, allowing the rider to dial this bike in to the quality of ride depending on how heavy you're loaded, distance you're going. It sets it apart from the standard Streetglide. I think it makes for a much better ride for two people. Last year, of course, Harley Davidson introduced the vented fairing. The benefit to that is the reduced buffeting of wind behind the windshield. That's accomplished by the equalization of the vacuum air that's created behind the windshield. It does that very well. Dual disc front brakes, again with the ABS, makes for a good handling. This year, of course, as in last year, the brakes are linked, meaning that in the ABS condition, that if you apply too much front or rear brake, the vehicle will compensate for that braking, applying the brake as needed to the unaffected brake for a much more safer braking situation. That explains the two differences between the motorcycles. It's really depends on for the customer which one to get is largely dependent on the type of ride you're going to do.
Thanks, Vince.
You bet, Cale. This bike, as well as many others, can be seen at Bergdale Harley Davidson or call Cale or Vince 507-373-5236 and we can tell you a little more about them over the phone or stop in, visit our website for our pre-owned bikes.